Fallout Equestria, Pink Eyes by Mimizena. Chapter 1 Weatherproof. This fanfiction is based on Fallout Equestria by KCAT. A familiarity with the source material may aid your understanding. Fallout Equestria can be found on Equestria Daily, edited by Usea, Curabone, and Sylphia. Chapter 1 Weatherproof. Do you believe in ghosts? Please, let us on! The shield is falling! There's no time! A long line of ponies waited impatiently in front of an air wagon, but there was no sign of the Pegasus pilots. A green unicorn mare at the back of the crowd suddenly started screaming, desperately pushing ponies aside in a wild dash for the front. It's impossible! This can't be happening! Celestia abandoned us! Luna abandoned us! The panicked mare fell silent as her body hit the ground. All eyes turned to look at the soldier who racked a fresh shell into her riot shotgun. Form a line and wait your turn. There's room for every pony. Troublemakers will be met with lethal force. A little filly with a blonde mane and a pink coat was looking up at the sky towards Canterlot. A gigantic, shiny bubble engulfed the whole mountain top. The pink cloud trapped inside was the most incredible sight of her life, capturing her attention completely. Hey, you there! A unicorn medical officer dressed in a white uniform was distributing protective suits to the foals. She paused for a moment in front of the pink filly and gave her a worried look. Are you alone? Where are your parents? The foal smiled back at the officer. Mama's up there. She pointed a hoof at the force field surrounding Canterlot. The energy bubble seemed a lot thinner than 10 minutes ago. She'll be back for dinner. The officer hesitated before looking at the foal and trying to smile. Of course she will. What's your name, little one? I'm Puppysmiles, cheered the filly, bouncing up and down on the spot. Yes, Puppy, all right. Now, listen to me carefully. I want you to take this suit and put it on. You must wear the suit and not take it off. Do you understand? The filly looked at the yellow object with a puzzled expression, then at the white pony. Yes, pretty Miss Pony, I like you. Dear Celestia, she's just a fool. She hasn't done anything wrong. This war is killing more than just ponies. This war is killing hope itself. The unicorn levitated and unfolded the suit. It was a lemon yellow, with several pockets on the legs and a couple of saddlebags on the sides. Okay, I need you to put your hooves in the holes for me. It's just like the pony pokey. Do you know the pony pokey? Yes. You reach your right hoof in, you reach your right hoof out. Right, that's perfect. Now the tail. Here, let me close it up and put this on your head. Done. The mare put a round, glassy helmet on Puppysmiles' head, then snapped shut a pair of locks on each side, finally sealing the small pony safely inside her red suit. Whoa, I look like a space pony. Like Captain Andromeda! Whoosh! The foal started running around and jumping in circles, giggling naively. The white mare simply sighed in relief and turned towards the next group with foals. Puppysmiles was having a super-duper great time. Everything began with those fireworks like a super humongous surprise party, and the castle was encased in a splendid bubble like those she made with soap, just bigger. Biggest, not more, biggester! And now every pony was in the streets for some sort of celebration. She prayed to her lucky star that Mommy would come back home sooner today so they could have fun together. The helmet and the spacesuit were just the icing on the cupcake. They were super cool and she was sure they made her look awesome. Right! What she needed now was a mirror. Without hesitation, the filly rushed home. The muffled street noise filtered into her mother's room. Puppysmiles stood in front of the dresser, examining her helmet from the inside. Strange lights and symbols danced across the glass. Objects in the room were ringed in green halos as she looked at them in turn. Writing appeared below. Too bad Puppy couldn't read. Her mom had barely taught her the basics. Duh. The filly frowned as she tried to construct the word. Bird! Wow, I'm good! Satisfied, Puppy trotted downstairs, totally forgetting the mirror. Instead, she went to the fridge. Muffins! Puppy plucked one from the tray and went to take a bite. This immediately presented a problem. She couldn't get near it with that stupid helmet on. Do one, but can't has! That helmet! How do I take you off? She grabbed the offending fishbowl between her hooves and wrestled with us for a full minute, but to no success. Panting, she sat down hard on her rump and decided to play her trump card. Unnoticed by the whining Puppysmiles, a red symbol appeared on the visor. Her tantrum was cut short as a metallic voice began talking from within the suit. Status of the host. Panic. The filly dubbed for a moment. What was going on? Who was speaking? What? Internal medical diagnostics initiated. Error. System rebooting. Estimated time 30 seconds. All those funny words were amusing, but it didn't help us getting rid of the helmet. Puppysmiles was still upset. Go away, stupid talking spacesuit! I want muffins! Reboot complete. Checking version. Initiating. 10 seconds to full operational status. 8, 7. In that moment, Puppysmiles heard a crescendo of voices from outside. A mounting roar as all the ponies in the city screamed in terror. It was as if Canterlot itself cried out one last time before the end, desperate realization of the incoming doom. 5, 4, 3. Suddenly, the world went pink. Looking out of the window, the fool could see a shadow that grew darker and darker all over the place, as if a gigantic, sugary pink cloud was falling on them. Oblivious to its meaning, Puppy pressed her helmet against the glass of the window, curious as to what was going on outside. 2. System rebooted. Starting diagnostic routine. Warning. Primary healing talisman is not responding. Activating backup healing talisman. Starting diagnostic. Female. Foal. Earth pony variety. Wow, this spacesuit was smart. It knew a lot of things. Hi, I'm Puppysmiles. A blanket of pink mist flooded the streets, muffling the sounds of the ponies it caught, their terrified screams being washed away as the cloud brought them death. Or worse. Life support online. Temperature within parameters. Blood pressure within parameters. Warning. Radiation level above the average by 300%. Minor radiation poisoning detected. Inoculating red eggs. Inoculating red away. Inoculating red away. Puppy sat in front of the window, looking a bit puzzled at the mist leaking inside. She now was sure of Yow! Stupid spacesuit! Why you stuck? Ow! Stop it! Warning. Hazardous agent detected. Analyzing. Pink agent. Little horn type. Lethal at a concentration exceeding 5%. Puppy giggled. Hehe. Spacesuit says fancy words. 1.8%. 2.0%. 2.2%. Warning. Concentration of pink agent above safety limits. Evacuate the area immediately. Puppy stared in amazement as the pink fog poured from the window and across the floor. She smiled as it streamed between her hooves. It was like candy floss, pink candy floss. Yay! Her mom hadn't let her eat it since she made herself sick last night. I feel funny. Danger. Mutation detected. Concentration of 5.4%. Danger. 6.0%. Evacuate immediately. Contact Ministry of Peace for immediate help. Initiating transmission of distress signal. Scanning for emergency channel. Transmitting. Warning. Concentration at 7.5%. Mommy, I don't feel well. Guys, can I stay home tomorrow? Everything became foggy for the fall. She felt like she was sweating a lot, while at the same time she was freezing. Inoculating Med-X. Inoculating healing potion. Concentration at 12.1%. Inoculating Radix. Inoculating Radaway. Concentration of pink agent at 16%. Inoculating poison antidote. Inoculating healing potion. Inoculating healing potion. Concentration at 22.6%. Inoculating healing potion. Inoculating. The ceaseless litany of the wetsuit's medical systems continued as Puppy's legs gave out beneath her. Lying unconscious on the kitchen floor, the healing potions that coursed through her veins kept her alive. As the deadly pink agent slowly permeated the suit, it did its best to mitigate the worst of the effects. She did not die, but she didn't quite survive either. Healing potion. Inoculating healing potion. Inoculating healing potion. Warning. Healing potion doses left 3. Concentration of pink agent at 35%. Inoculating healing potion. Inoculating red. Like an abandoned doll, Puppysmiles slept as her suit sang its clinging chorus of programmed procedures. Hazardous atmosphere, suit compromised, medical supplies exhausted. She heard none of it as minutes flowed into hours, hours into days. The filly simply lay there, on the floor, wearing the noisiest medical suit ever, which kept stoically informing her that she was almost dead and she needed, well, practically everything. Days became weeks, weeks became months, as Puppy kept sleeping, frozen in that very last instant of life. Months stacked up in seasons, and seasons gave way to years, the suit continuing to sing its lullaby of magical emergencies. Year upon year, the voice of the suit became lower and lower, starting to crackle. The transparent helmet covered in dust hid the tragedy of the world outside from the filly's face as she took her longest ever nap. Sealed inside her suit, tainted by the cloud, decades passed away until they became a century. Then too. The house bore the years without a single repair. It was a good house, built by earth ponies in the old pony way, brick by brick, with a solid roof and strong foundations. But everything has to meet its end. It began as a little crack in the middle of the main roof beam, during spring, growing larger and deeper with every rainstorm, until the whole thing just resigned to old age. Right on Puppysmiles' head. Day 1. Time approximately 5:00 p.m. Location Cloverleaf Terrace, suburb of Canterlot. When the building collapsed, it raised a cloud of dust and pink smoke that persisted for several minutes before everything went silent again. When the dust finally settled, from under the ruins came a tiny, muffled voice. Owie! Slowly a brick moved, followed by another, revealing something glinting in the rubble. A round, glassy helmet popped up, followed by the yellow silhouette of a very small pony wearing a red suit. There was a long crack in the helmet, but somehow the damage began to disappear as the pony finished freeing herself from the collapsed building. Mom? The filly resembled an astronaut taking her first steps on an alien world. What is this place? Where's every pony? Mom? Mom! Everything felt wrong, beginning with the fact that she was still wearing that talking suit. Mom! Light boot accessory. Shut up, suit! Where's Mom? Where's my house? The filly's words died in her throat as she looked to see a familiar mountain, topped by a ruined but unmistakable castle. There was no doubt this was Canterlot, her home. What? But it's all broken. Critical failure, no living part. Requesting confirmation, rebooting. Yeah, whatever, the filly yelled, while still looking at the ruins of Canterlot looming above her, and all of a sudden she felt funny again. At first her sight became foggy, and she fell on her flank, her legs unable to support her. Puppysmiles grew weaker and weaker, feeling a terrible pain crawl from her hooves up to her spine. It was a new type of sensation. Everything in her just seemed to stop working, and the harder she tried to do anything, the more she felt trapped in her own body. The little filly tried to scream, but her mouth wouldn't move. The only thing she could do was look at the empty street through a cloud of pain and a dusty helmet. As she stood there, her focus shifted to a pile of strange, dirty white stones. Their shape was unusual, long, thin, some curved, some straight. Now that she was paying attention, the fool realized that they were everywhere. The sight disturbed her slightly, but the sensation didn't last long. A green dot pulsed before her eyes, commanding her full attention. Reboot complete. Checking version. File not found. Starting emergency mode. Version 0.2. Puppy tried to say something, but she was still completely paralyzed. The fool just stared at the weird lights in front of her eyes that turned from green to pink. Hey, good news at last! She loved pink. It was her favorite color. New components detected. Initializing matrix. Connecting. A spark ran through the fool's body, from her nose to her tail, washing away that horrible sensation of her paralyzing weakness. With some hesitation, the filly tried raising a hoof, finding no resistance. This encouraged her to try a few uncertain steps, but worked. It was as if the last 5 minutes had never happened. She just got better, all of the sudden. Go figure. Wow, that was weird. Now I just need to get the stupid spacesuit off. All systems operational. Starting diagnostic routine. Analyzing. Subject 001. Puppysmiles. Female. Foal. Earth pony variety. No vitals. Checking for error in diagnostic equipment. No error found. Repeating diagnostic routine. Female. Foal. Earth pony variety. No vitals. What are vitals? I want vitals? Are they yummy? Launching learning program for foals. Connecting to Ministry of Image for recent updates. Unable to establish communication bridge. Launching program from backup files. Please wait for installation to finish. The filly started trotting around, moving toward the pile of old weathered stones, and stopping to get a better look at them. The hut in the helmet illuminated the heap surrounding its silhouette with a pink halo. Kurubse. The filly jiggled. Reading was fun. A second later, she frowned. What's a Kurubse? Corpse. Noun. Remnants of a dead creature. The more you know. The metallic voice quickly answered the question. Dead? Like dead? Dead? Searching synonyms for dead. Cadaverous. Deceased. Defunct. Departed. Done for. Erased. Expired. Extinct. Gone. Inanimate. Puppy listened for the first part of the list, then poked a long white bone with the hoof. Her eyes pointed out something just too familiar within the skeleton. Mr. Voice? This corpse. What did it? Analyzing pony. Adult. Female. Unicorn. Variety. The little foal shivered, or at least felt like shivering. Her eyes rose, looking down on the street littered with bones everywhere. Skeletons of dead ponies curled on themselves, lining against the walls, caught in small groups as if they had tried to find safety in numbers. All dead. Every pony was dead. What happened? Mom? Mom, where's Mom? Puppysmiles felt a cold sensation running down her spine. Mr. Voice, where's Mom? Mom, Ministry of Morale, analyzing data, connecting to Equestrian cartography on Spark, downloading data, error, name matching failed, searching Mom broadcasting signal, Sprite found, establishing communication bridge. Puppysmiles stopped following the voice after the first 2 or 3 sentences, now that she was trying to find her home. Maybe her mother was there waiting for her. Why is everything different? Where's my house? Where are all the pretty ponies? Glancing down the street, she saw the rusted and battered remains of the Pony Joe's Donuts shop, confirming that this was the street where she lived. Her house must have been. But she stood in front of the ruins she'd crawled out just minutes ago, looking at them in disbelief. Query. Broadcasting source. Broadcasting signal found. Location marker. Transmission in progress. This is home. Where's my mom? Puppy sat down and started to cry. Or at least try to. Quite soon the four realized that she was just bawling. No tears ran down her face, and she didn't feel relieved at all. Now the filly was almost sure that something in her was wrong. She was going to ask the mechanical voice about that, but was interrupted. Ministry of Morale's location added to map. Nearest Mom HUD display on the navigator. You found my mom? Affirmative. Mom has been located. Nearest Mom hub outside Canterlot Ruins is set as new navigation priority. I guess that's a yes? Instructions. Follow the pink arrow on the compass until destination is reached. Thanks. The filly took some seconds to realize how great this thing was. That voice had just found her mom. She was going to see her mummy. Everything was going to be alright. Who cared about the house, the dead ponies, the ruined castle, or the stupid... No, wait. The super duper smart talking spacesuit was going to find her mom. The thought filled her with such glee that it pushed everything else from her mind. Who cared that she didn't feel hungry or tired or whatever? Mom would know why. She was going to find her mom. Everything was going to be fine. Yay!